The nature of the gospel message is such that when a person believes it, he necessarily has the assurance of eternal salvation. No matter what else he might believe, if he is not assured, he has not believed the gospel. The fact of the matter is that a person may believe certain things about the gospel without actually believing the true gospel. Or he may believe something very close to the true gospel, which is not, in fact, the gospel. In either case, he will not have the assurance that goes with saving faith. It follows from what I've just said that nobody ever got saved by believing the Lordship gospel. Of course, some people do believe that gospel who are already saved. I'm not talking about that. I just mean that on the terms of the Lordship gospel alone, no one can get saved, since this form of doctrine garbles the gospel so badly that assurance of salvation is not available. And if some people do find assurance in a Lordship gospel, that assurance is a delusion, since it is not founded on biblical truth. So you see how important this issue is. This is not just an adjunct discussion in connection with the gospel. It goes to the core of things. Only the true biblical gospel gives valid assurance, and believing that gospel always gives valid assurance. False gospels either give no assurance at all, or they give an assurance that is false and deceitful. Why is that? The reason is because only the biblical gospel is true. And if I do not believe truth, I cannot be saved or have valid assurance. Remember that Jesus said, "My word is truth." Believing something false never saved anybody, although believing a falsehood may give false assurance. Let me repeat that. Believing something false never saved anybody, although believing a falsehood may give false assurance. So suppose that I believe that Elvis is alive and humans have been captured by aliens, and I also believe the true biblical gospel. Am I saved? Of course. And suppose I believe Clinton and the Republicans are working hard together on the budget, and that God and I must work hard together to get me to heaven. Am I saved? Of course not. In the former case, I will have valid assurance.